All right, hey, what's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday. We're on a special night, the night before Thanksgiving. And why? Because we want to celebrate the holidays with you guys in a very unique and special way. That's right, just for you guys, we are going to react and review and subject ourselves to the Star Wars holiday special. Now, it's not going to be the Lego holiday special. We actually reviewed that last week, and I'll leave a link in the comments section so you guys can check that out. But no, we're going to brave the 1978 holiday special. So I'm here right now, of course, with my wonderful co-hosts. Introduce yourself, guys.
All right, I'm Daryl Sanders.
I'm Dave Cossey.
All right, so the gang's all here. We're ready to celebrate. So you guys ready to react?
Yeah, this should be interesting.
Yeah. And really, it's more like they're probably like, you know what? I'm ready to get this over with. All right, here we go. All right, so we are about to react. Now, is there anything that you guys want to say before we play this thing?
This is crazy.
Like, whose stupid idea was this?
It was yours, Eric. It was all yours.
How come idea was this? No, so let's see. How bad are we allowed to trash this?
How bad are we allowed? Well, okay, so yeah, the ground rules. The ground rules.
Yeah, what are the ground rules?
Again, this is kind of a different vibe. This is like a different show. So this isn't like our usual, even though our usual shows are pretty loose, anything goes. I mean, there's no way that you can really compliment this thing. And I know, it's like, what level of trashing are we going to do? The whole idea was I wanted to make this thing like, kind of like we're just three friends hanging out, you know, and then we have the whole world. I mean, at least, you know,
those who choose to watch.
People decide to watch this thing. Yeah. But that's the appeal of it, though, is that I wanted to do more of these, you know, reaction style videos, because I think it would actually be a fun thing to do, to just, you know, and kind of creating the community, just hang out.
All right. You asked for
it. So let's get it done.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's old.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What was it saying that how the Incredible Hulk won't be seen tonight? Hey, Ronaldo's with us. All right. See, it starts out promising. You get the Millennium Falcon, you get Chewie.
Was Chewie dancing there? I mean,
yeah.
He was like...
I don't think he was dancing.
The ship didn't seem to be rocking.
Oh my God!
Now it is.
Ships are rocking. Don't come a knocking.
I know it's an important day.
And you know Harrison Ford is trying so hard to get through this.
That doesn't even look like the original.
Yeah, you didn't have the other four seats.
It looks like
the other two seats.
It looks like a cheap reproduction. Holy crap! Look at the seat, man.
Yeah,
that's not a Falcon seat.
Not only that, but it's like this looks like the shuttle of like Star Trek Next Generation. I think they borrowed it from the set.
They got the Apollo 13 capsule in the background, just the panels from it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's not even gold.
Oh,
it's not even gold. That lets you know how bad it is.
Oh, this is what you were talking about before, Dave, where he was all like made up, and
yeah,
I remember you brought that up.
Mark Hamill looks like a Brussels
sprout. Like as high as a kite. See, this is proof that Anthony Daniels has been in every Star Wars thing.
Yep.
You know what though, Eric? This guy, the guy who's doing these intros, totally sounds like the guy from the Clone Wars, like the very beginning.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Wow, you are right. He does.
It's got that old timey news.
Yeah, the old news radio.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just too crazy.
What did they say? His wife's name was what?
Mala.
Mala. Itchy.
And Itchy.
Itchy and Scratchy. Yeah.
Lumpy. This is like a Leave It to Beaver kind of thing, or the old Ozzie and Harriet stuff. It's kind of like they're introducing each member of the family.
Look like B. Arthur, man.
It is B. Arthur.
Has B. Arthur always been a golden girl? I mean, geez, she's always got great.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
The Jefferson Starship.
And see that
Oh
it's
my
like, come on,
God.
really? Jefferson Starship?
Oh my gosh.
Star Wars story on the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh, they're really playing it up.
They've got to be kidding me.
The Star Wars Holiday Special, sponsored by
Oh, I hope they have the actual commercials in this thing.
People Building Transportation to Serve
That would be awesome.
Oh, really? You don't say. People
Well, we have
building
to react to
transportation to
commercials.
serve people.
At least they kind of have Kashyyyk right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously a matte painting, but I mean, it's like they kind of have Kashyyyk right according to legends and lore and stuff.
This dude looks like
Coffee. When you want a cup, this totally sounds like one of those coffee commercials.
but it looks like the dinosaur family or like
Oh
Yeah, no, it's Harry and the
Yeah.
Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons.
That
Yeah.
Yeah. He's playing with an X-Wing. This is great. Totally domesticated. This is supposed to be, I think, like how oh,
Yep.
gee.
Sit down.
Yeah, he's not having that. So, Dave, is this where you basically got to? Because you said it was when they were just starting to talk Sri Wook to each other.
No, it was after that. I got further into it.
So
than that.
you actually got through this part?
Yeah.
I congratulate you.
I know, man.
Man, Itchy's got some tooth loss there. Jeez.
Well, not every Wookiee could afford to go to the dentist.
Must be British.
And there goes our UK fans. Are we getting some more chats? Oh no, here we go. Bad
Got a
feeling.
feeling about this.
Sorry, Daryl, don't bring up your face.
Huh?
Wow. See, there's no subtitles at all.
Yeah.
But even here, back in this is parenting. See, kids gonna do what they're supposed to.
Did you have a bad day at class today? Were your kids bad, Daryl?
They're always.
It's like right away, that's what you latch onto. You latch onto the good parenting skills of Wookiees. I love it.
Yeah,
That's like,
that's because your mom and dad will pull your arms out of your sockets. That's why.
yeah, you got to wonder about that, actually.
Like that's what. That's like their thing.
Dude, that bucket's or can's bigger than the.
The
Which one
Wookiee,
is that?
Itchy or scratchy? I
No,
don't know.
Itchy's the old one.
That's Lumpy.
Oh, lumpy.
Is it? I thought Lumpy was the little one.
That is the little one.
Yes.
Well, yeah, all right. Oh, this is.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's had it. He's about to commit suicide. I've had it.
Right? You can't even.
That's it.
It's kind of like, you know what? I got to end this right now. It's like he's even gonna. Now that's danger. Now, see, the parenting needs to come in on this because this is a little dangerous.
See, that's what kids in the 70s. Don't act like you didn't do it, Eric.
Yeah, no, you're
There's-
right. I
There's
did.
some nice green screen work right there. The matte painting.
Oh yeah, right. Well,
He could dance all around and
back
not
then.
fall off of that.
Dude, Itchy never gets out of that chair.
Uh-huh.
Got that whittle,
He's the one where they have that really disturbing Diane Carroll scene that when they
Oh,
well, I'll
Oh, we're
comment
gonna
on it when
get to it. Don't spoil it.
spoiler alert.
Don't spoil it. Spoiler alert. Oh,
Oh, and
Casey
now we
Butler
find-
says I haven't had enough to drink for this. Yeah, I know. We were actually joking about that earlier. Like,
That's a
if there
little
was any
chewy.
time I'd be tempted to drink anything, it'd be for this.
Forget drink. You got to smoke at this point.
Well, is that Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Picture of
In the-
Chewbacca on
in the
the.
picture, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't think it was actually him. That'd be pretty grisly. But again, it's like this is just going on forever. I can't believe I was actually excited about this when I was a kid. I mean, even at like 8 years old, I had to know that this was. But I was into this because again, you had to remember the context, right? I mean, we didn't know. Like, I mean, all you saw was Star Wars in the theater.
Right.
You know, so you didn't have the whole thing where, you know, like home video and all this stuff like you guys had.
Yeah.
So we were just excited to see this. Wait.
What is he holding? Like a cassette tape, or maybe it's a oh, it's a game.
No,
it's a flash
that
drive.
Weird, what's a chess thing they always play? I'm so bad at this. Whoa.
Oh, it's a hollow table. So he put on some entertainment on the hollow table.
Yeah, but this is like, see,
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying.
This is like a Star Wars thing. This is so 70s right here.
Yeah.
This is why you need drugs, and I think this is probably why they were on them.
I think they needed drugs. No, actually, I think they were on drugs. This is actually like some sort of a 70s Wizard of Oz kind of thing.
That looked like a cassette player right there. Though.
Remember,
Yeah,
kids,
definitely.
somebody greenlit this.
Yeah, right.
That's because somebody lit the green. Ignite the green.
Wait.
Has a whole different type.
Ignite the green. You wish. Ends up in a fireball. How richly bizarre is this?
And he's extremely entertained.
Yes.
I've never seen anyone do acrobatics before. It's amazing.
But if you actually just like put something on and you saw this on your wouldn't you be somewhat entertained by this, Dave?
Me? I'd be like, what in the did I just turn on?
Oh, he's into it.
Yep.
Who'd have thought that Cirque du Soleil would have been so popular in 1978?
Exactly. It's like, how does this? Yeah. No, we know it's not canon, but still. I just really.
But here's the thing. Here's what's kidding me. There's not one piece of dialogue, understandable dialogue, that has been said.
Exactly.
Like this. I don't understand how we did not turn the TV off by then.
I think this is probably where I was out. I was like, I don't know.
This is where it was. Well,
I think so.
Daryl, when's the last time you tried watching this?
Actually, with you in the studio that one day.
Oh, I forgot we watched it there. And then Dave, when was the last time you tried to watch this?
I think it was about last Christmas.
And you just couldn't make it?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I just don't have it.
No, somebody on Facebook said at least he didn't put on the Twilight Dance channel.
Ah.
I would have liked the Twilight Dance channel.
Eric would be all about that. So especially if they have white pants.
That'd be all about that. That'd be Eric's holiday special.
Yeah. A white pant holiday.
Well, I should say too. I think it's actually pronounced Twi'lek. For any of the canon
I've always
junkies
wondered
out there.
that.
Yeah, I always say Twilight, but Twi'lek, yeah.
Yeah, they seem to say Twi'lek in the shows, and I've
They
always said
do.
Twilight
That's
too.
kind of where because I don't think they ever mention it in the films.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Well, that almost sounded like a tauntaun.
He's
I'll
mixed.
see you in hell. Oh, we're there. Too late.
So now they have this whole like Apple computer thing.
Oh, which is like the absolute lowest of technology. Because remember, it's not just 70s technology. It's 70s television budget technology.
Right. This looks like War Games.
Shall we play a game?
Oh,
What?
my goodness.
See, bad reception even in Kashyyyk.
Huh.
Oh, this is terrible. This reminds me of the displays they used to have in
Ohio.
Radio
Nice.
Shack. Oh yeah, it's just like a channel thing.
Okay. I thought this was like part of the movie.
No.
No, well, it was probably part of the TV because I mean, remember this thing's coming off of some dude's YouTube channel. I actually downloaded it, but it's you know.
She called Luke.
It's Chewbacca's family.
Aw.
Here, keep working on it.
Finally, we actually get some real English dialogue.
Yeah.
No offense to the non-English speaking fans of ours.
Wait a minute, one at a time.
And why is he still wearing like his like fighter like flight
No,
suit?
he's like totally in the whole X-wing, pilot garb or whatever.
Not now, R2.
Shut up.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't like the looks of this. Let me get this fixed.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's gonna blow.
What is up with his pixie haircut, man?
I don't know. He
Well,
looks like a Brussels sprout,
one
man.
of my coworkers talking about it. Actually,
What's up?
he was like in some sort of weird accident. Remember that accident that he had in between Star Wars and Empire?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was right before this.
Where he is.
Okay.
So they like dyed his hair. They put like a pound of makeup on him.
It looks like it. An eyeliner. Look at that eyeliner, man.
Yeah, like he's about to do a rock show.
He doesn't look like Luke Skywalker. I'm glad that they fixed this by Empire Strikes Back. You notice R2 is always like in bad shape, and
Now listen, calm down. I mean, you know how Han and Chewbacca are. Anything could have happened. They could have stopped off somewhere or been held up by an asteroid.
stopped off somewhere.
Listen,
Like the intergalactic 7-Eleven.
Right.
Yeah, right?
Dude, he's got a ton of makeup on.
Either.
Man.
It's just taking him a little bit longer to get there. That's all. He'll make it.
He reminds me of somebody, but I mean, it's a woman though.
You know who he reminds me of?
Come on, Mom.
Marcy Darcy.
Exactly.
To me, Amanda Beers.
Yep.
Is that who you were thinking of?
Exactly.
Awesome.
This engine, I think we might have it solved. R2, what are you doing?
If for those of you guys that are out there watching this with us, feel free to chat in any comments you want to make. Because we're going to be talking through this whole thing. We have to. Because, I mean, the only alternative would be to actually watch it. Oh, this is, it's, what was even really the point of this, if you think about it? It's like when somebody said, okay, we're going to do a Star Wars television special.
Right. Have they even
Commodore
mentioned Life Day yet? Did they mention that
No.
one?
Well,
when
wait a
Han and
minute.
Chewie
I think
were in the
they
Falcon?
may have. They may have, like, in the beginning,
Okay.
because Han was all like, yeah, we'll get you there in time or whatever.
Okay.
I think.
So if that is true, then maybe we have some context. But
No, it's the
Uh-oh.
It's the Empire. It's Geppetto.
Geppetto.
No,
Oh,
off duty. I've come to look around your shop.
Oh, good. Look around. Browse around. Make yourself at home. As you can see,
gotta love the space reading glasses.
Oh, this Imperial guy, man, totally looks like he's from like Walmart or something.
No,
well, it was definitely a TV budget that they're doing.
Oh, definitely.
Geppetto.
He
Where's
looks-
Pinocchio?
he looks like he's wearing the dark helmet from Spaceballs.
Spaceball. Lord helmet.
Baseball's dark helmet.
Yeah,
Oh man, he does.
just the way
Yes.
that it's shaped and everything.
Yes. No,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not kidding. It's almost like
Lord.
he hits that button at the top or whatever, and it would come down.
Uh-huh.
What was he? Dark helmet.
Yeah,
Lord
dark-
helmet, yeah.
Dark helmet. I always remember the
lightsaber
coffee
ring?
scene. Well, no,
Oh.
but the coffee scene. Like he takes a sip of his coffee, and then the shield comes down in front. and
Oh
then-
yeah.
Ooh,
You know,
like,
it's
what?
funny, but when I was
Too
when I was
hot.
talking about this to some people, there were actually scenes from this special that I thought were in A New Hope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there's a cantina scene they're gonna do, and somebody like opens the top of their head and pours a drink in it.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I thought that was in the Creature Cantina scene.
She did it all by herself. In fact, you might say she did it by hand.
That's not.
So
Is that Harvey Korman?
Though it's going to take some time to get to you.
I know that actor.
Understand, don't you? Terrific. By the way,
I think he's trying to talk in code.
extra proton energy pack.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, are we missing some like critical plot detail that's
There's a plot to this.
well, I mean, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, man. I'm really trying to hang with this. The
He
thing
must be-
is, though, there's nothing in here that even feels like Star Wars.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like you said. It's almost like from a bad space television show or something.
Yeah.
Pierces ears, calculates, modulates, and syncopates life rhythms, and can repeat the entire Imperial Penal Code, all 17 volumes.
What does he do when he's not running his little shop here? Is he out cruising for chicks? I mean, he's showing a lot of chest there.
Oh, thank you, Doug. It's Art Carney. Yes, that's who it was. I told you I recognized him. By the way, Doug's the one that told me about the whole makeup thing on Mark Hamill. I'd forgotten about that.
Good, I thought you would. Now, would you like to pay me something for it, or give me something in trade?
I said I'll take it.
That's a load off my mind. I thought I might embarrass you, but I told you to.
Is he wearing a hearing aid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, then.
Advanced technology.
It's one of those, like, I mean, that's the thing. It wasn't even the high tech ones. Because, you know, now hearing aids are actually pretty cool, but that was one of those old.
Yeah.
Now it looks like one of those military comms where you just kind of put it in your ear, you don't even see it.
Reusing
Recycled
the
footage.
New Hope footage, I think. I forgot Vader was in this.
It's just a matter of time before we find the rebels.
I want the rebels located and identified, if it means searching every household in the system.
All right, that was cool. That was actually cool.
But they're going to search every household in the system.
Actually, that's right. I didn't even catch that.
Sounds like a drain on resources, but you know.
Misappropriation of resources.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
All they have to do is lock the door. Stormtroopers will go up, knock on the door.
I think
It's
they
locked,
actually
move
have
along.
stormtroopers coming into this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Doug saw there was reused footage.
What's she cooking there? Is that
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Wookiees eat.
well,
Everything.
in the Lego holiday special? It was roast tippy.
Well, you know what? It's probably roasted pork.
Hello. I got that one.
A very succulent dish called Bantha Surprise.
There you go. It's
Oh
Bantha
man,
Surprise.
Bantha surprise! And we get a Julia Child type of sequence here. Cooking
And if
show.
it follows suit, we're gonna get it for a while. Like it's gonna be like 20 minutes of this thing.
Right. It's like the
Now you
cooking show.
watch Intergalactic cooking show.
Well, first, what you have to do is you have to melt the butter. That will take 5 minutes.
Your family has a hearty appetite. I would suggest then that old popular holiday favorite, the Bantha Rump.
The Bantha
Yep,
rump.
that's what I got here.
It's like they're just putting in these random scenes.
This is like a weird thing, like that you see like in Family Guy. It's like, you know, it's kind of like that one time when I saw it, and then it would just
Exactly.
cut to something random.
And it would have relevance. None of this has any relevance. That's the thing that's really hilarious about this, is that whoever, I struggled to say wrote this, but whoever put words,
Imagined this.
you know, I mean, yeah, whoever came up with this, can you imagine what they were thinking of when they were sitting around, you know, just in the writing room or whatever, imagining scenes that they were going to put in this thing? I mean, Doug says, how come all their entertainment is in English with non-Wookiees? Exactly. Exactly. And yet they're growling at each other for like 30 minutes and there's no subtitles. That's another thing. Why don't they have subtitles? So us English speaking people, again,
I think my grandmother used to have
not
that
English
pot.
speaking fans, but
Yeah, it's like a wash basin or a flower pot. That's not
Yeah.
even They're like making like mop water or something.
And you know that outfit that she's or he or whatever, because it's a dude, but it looks like one of Mork from Ork's outfits, except instead of purple.
It kind of looks like the kind of looks like Nipsey Russell from The Wiz.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't doubt that there was some influence from The Wiz in this thing.
Oh, totally.
Because you could tell
It has to.
like, some of the entertainment things they've been doing, like some of the dance things and things. I mean, and when did the Wiz movie come out?
Like 70, 78, somewhere around there, huh?
Wow, was it 78? Anybody out there?
I'll look it up. Hold on.
It says, "Whoa, big flat screen TV on that counter. Nice prediction."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, some of the
There's
stuff
another hand.
Actually, not as many as Star Trek, though. Star Trek still, I think, holds the record for all the inventions that. Oh, now we get the other arm. This is so crazy.
78 was when this came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Does it tell you what month?
You're asking for too much now.
If you're looking on IMDb, it'll tell you what month it came out.
It was released October 24th,
No.
1978.
Yeah, see, so it couldn't have really had too much of an effect 'cause this thing came out in November.
I don't know. This was probably thrown together pretty quickly.
Yeah. I was like, I don't see a whole lot of planning in this.
Right.
Well,
They could have
but I
threw
mean,
this together.
they had to at least. I mean, it was released then. They were still making it. Actually, that's a good point, though, because it is like kind of a variety show. I remember when it aired.
Okay, that was random.
More reused footage. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
they're finding a new hope for this one.
Yep.
Definitely. Oh, we've seen this before.
Completely. Yep.
Haha.
That one. That one. That one.
Yep, that one.
All right, the coordinates weren't the best.
Ronaldo says, "Do you think the Ewoks would have looked better in this instead of the Wookiees?" See, now this is a good thing. This is what they
There you
should have
go.
done. They should have had the Ewoks in this, and then they should have put the Wookiees in Return of the Jedi. That would have righted all the wrongs. Because this would actually be more appropriate, honestly, for Ewoks.
Stay on things here. Why do I always think that taking you home for Life Day is going to be easy?
Oh, little Life Day reference there.
Mm-hmm.
The editing is even terrible.
Well, that actually was. Oh man. Oh wait, we're not getting to the. No, that's too early.
Uh-oh. The phone's ringing. Uh-oh.
Is that Tarkin?
No, but it's totally supposed to look like Tarkin. Remember, Tarkin's dead.
So he just said Kashyyyk. Did you hear it?
Will be permitted to land or take off.
The Kashyyyk planet?
Oh, is that how you're supposed to actually pronounce?
I have no idea. He didn't say Kashyyyk, though. He said Kashyyyk planet.
Everybody else said Kashyyyk.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure they even said it in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is? I don't think it was called
Just
back then. That was an expanded universe reference.
Okay.
Just like Coruscant. Coruscant wasn't actually the capital of
the Republic.
Yeah, the Republic. They called it something else. And then it was Timothy Zahn that actually came up with the whole Coruscant thing. And I think it was the same thing with Kashyyyk. I think they actually changed the name of it or something.
The thingamabob.
Uniquely American references. The thingamabob.
Uh-huh.
Not to be confused with the whatchamacallit.
He probably couldn't remember his lines there, so.
Yeah, you got to wonder how much of this was improvised.
Right.
The whole story was.
I don't know if I could have gotten through this with a straight face.
What? What just happened? Oh, okay.
Life Day
Wookiee love.
presents. Are they going to put it under the Life Day tree?
The whole planet, or
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life.
Happy Life
That's what I'm going to say. That like on December 25th, Happy Life Day,
Happy Life
or,
Day.
or on your birthday, Happy Life Day.
Yeah, actually, that would be more appropriate, I think. So Casey says, are you sure you're not just giving them too much credit? And he just couldn't say the name? Yeah, probably. Trust me, I am not going to give any... The one thing that you can count on, I will not give anybody credit for much of anything, other than Harrison Ford being able to be Han Solo through this mess.
Did you see that bantha head in the corner there?
No.
I'm
I
not
did
going to
see,
ask you
though.
to go back, but if they zoom out, you'll see it. Or at least it looked like a bantha head.
What's this?
Some sort of typewriter, or
Oh, it's one of those toys you have to put together.
oh,
Batteries don't come with it, though.
one
They
of those
never
thingamabobbs.
include batteries.
Right.
The whole time I was a kid growing up,
Is that a hair dryer?
for some reason, parents would never buy the batteries. They'd always forget.
I don't know how to explain it.
So you got this new toy that you can't even play with because it has no battery.
Well, that even happened. I remember when I got my first DVD player and I didn't realize that my television only had coax inputs because it was kind of cheap. So I had to go out and try to find an adapter. It was horrible. I'm like, this is like my childhood all over again. Uh-oh. Here we
this
go.
part that you were talking about.
This might be it.
Uh-oh.
This might be the very disturbing
Acid trip.
Wookiee.
Adult film.
Yes.
Wookiees After Dark.
Or he gets a little bit too into this whole thing.
A little furry.
Kind of wondering what he's doing with his hands. Kind of leave it at that. But it kind of sounds like that's where they're going with this thing.
And this one goes here, that one goes there, right?
I'm not even... You know what? No, this might actually be before, because I think he just ends up seeing...
This looks like the start of a James Bond movie.
It does.
Like the credits.
Actually, yes. Yeah, totally.
I'm waiting for somebody to start singing. Like, go.
Somebody does. Diane Carroll does.
Yeah.
That's what makes this thing so hilarious. It's like all the weird things that you think should happen.
That's like the Batman spin right there.
Whoa, wait. Oh, yeah. See, now it's beginning.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, it's for you alone. Yeah, Doug's like, this is where things get really creepy. Does anyone born after 1985 even know who Art Carney or Harvey Korman is? In my defense. Well, actually, I don't know. Nobody here was... Daryl, you were born 84, right?
Correct.
Dave, what year were you born?
78.
Ah. Well, the point stands. I don't think anybody would know who half these people are, Doug.
Well, that's Diane Carroll. That much I know.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Mm.
Now. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is totally like Total Recall.
Yeah, right? It's like, what are you into? Be honest. Hetero.
Mm-hmm. Let me out. Let me out.
Yeah, this is by far, by the way, the creepiest scene in this thing.
I don't need to ask how you find me. You see, I am your fantasy. I am your experience. I am so experience me.
Whoa, okay.
This is where it's just gone like out of the whole kids thing.
This is for the dads who have to sit down and watch this.
This is like the dad's reward for the kids. Like,
yep, dad's just like, no. Let's see you how this can, you know. I'm kind of into this.
For Life Day.
Nothing, honey. Just watching Life Day with the kid.
I mean, as creepy as this is, it looks like a hair dryer, but it's really an orgasmatron. Ronaldo says it would be better if she was a Twi'lek.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's
But she's close though. She almost has white pants. She has a white dress. So
Yeah. I promise I won't. I'm not even thinking of the white pants. You know, this kind of sounds like a Bond theme too.
It
that's
does.
what I'm saying.
The style
Yeah.
of it. So this
I think
is the weird...
I think she did sing a Bond thing, if I'm not mistaken. Like Live and Let Die or something like that. No, or Living Daylights or something.
I don't think so. Anybody know if Diane Carroll did a Bond theme? I don't think she did, but
I know Gladys Knight did.
it's like, how is this even advancing the plot, really?
It's not. It's complete filler.
It is filler.
For whatever reason, I don't know.
See, the sad thing about this is they could have done something cool. Like, they could have, even if you take the story, okay, Han has to get Chewbacca back for Life Day, and they run into a bunch of adventures. They could have done something cool with that.
But yeah, they could have.
But instead,
they
behold, we have the holiday special. But you have to admit, though, this is kind of fun to watch.
Commenting over it, yeah.
Well, yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah, all right. I stand corrected. It's true.
But watching this by yourself, no.
Yeah, okay. Watching it by yourself and just...
Yeah, this is...
But if you were watching this on drugs, though, like
that's
some sort of hallucinogenic...
That's what I'm saying. Like acid? Oh, this would be the best thing. Yeah, this would be the best thing ever. Best thing ever created. It's got a whole kaleidoscope thing, and
oh yeah, lots of eye candy.
This makes the psychedelic stuff in like Willy Wonka, look like.
Oh yeah.
Like
oh yeah. Man, it's been
not
so
as
long.
creepy. It's scary.
Willy Wonka. I did see did you guys see the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remake?
Mm-hmm. The one with Johnny Depp?
Yeah, with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
That was good. That was actually a little bit darker and creepier.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I guess that's what the source material is. I never actually read it, but
it's kind of Johnny Depp's thing anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is like watching he's like watching a music video or something.
If this were made today, Johnny Depp would be in it. I guarantee it. Without question.
This would be like Rihanna.
Exactly.
How long has she been singing now? Do we know? I mean,
like in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah. How long is she? I mean, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes?
Oh, this thing, yeah, this has easily been on.
My gosh.
Yeah, this is like a prog rock.
Yeah. This is called, look at the cool effects we can do. Let's show them off.
We got that from the actual movie.
Yeah. This is...
Can you imagine if this was like in A New Hope?
Well, that's what's so weird. Is this thing... Okay, so this is released like a year after A New Hope came out.
All right, he's done.
Oh, 3PO.
And Leia.
Carrie.
Cocaine.
This
little mini bar.
What?
They got the Scooby-Doo like mystery compartments.
They too. You're there like Batman. It reminds me of 60s Batman.
Yep.
Marla, it's so good to see you.
She can barely walk. Wow, it's so good to see you.
First of all, why does it look out there in the transporter room?
It does look like they're in a transporter room, but she is so completely high right now. Look at her.
Yeah.
Man, I never even saw that, when I was 8.
That's probably a good thing.
Leia.
You mean they haven't arrived yet?
But she can barely say her lines.
That's why you need 3PO there to help her out. With the interpreter.
Protocol. I speak 6 million forms of communication. And
Marla, are you alone?
Now, did Did Carrie Fisher have a lazy eye? Because it totally looks like one eye is going off in a different direction.
That's cocaine, my friend.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's not a lazy eye. It's
death sticks.
you feel like a good high. Look,
go home and rethink your life.
Commander Adama or whatever from Battlestar Galactica.
I can count on you to take care of my friends.
Ronaldo says Leia had some death sticks.
Yep.
That's what I'm here for.
Aw.
To the beam up.
This makes it even funnier because like 3PO's all like, well, she's doing this. No, I can't wait to the part where she sings that song.
Now they look like they're in the back cave.
Yeah, it's totally like a back. You know what's funny about this too is that pretty soon he's gonna do this whole crazy demonstration of different products or something.
I feel the same way about you two, pal, and your family.
Aw.
That was sweet.
You know what though? I think this is probably why I liked this so much when I was a kid. Because Han Solo is my favorite character, and this is kind of like an adventure with him.
Oh, it's a long walk. Little exercise never hurt anybody.
He's right though.
He is.
That
Of course
still
he
holds
is.
true
He's Han
today.
Solo.
Oh my goodness. That's lifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that?
Does that look like Yavin?
What I tell you? Must be Chewbacca now.
The thing is, though, I don't remember him.
There's the bantha head. Did you see it?
No, I missed it again. Man.
Oh.
Uh-oh. See, I told you there were stormtroopers in this.
Dun,
Bum,
dun,
bum,
dun.
bum. Cliffhanger.
Don't leave me hanging. Now, here's the thing. They could have easily have taken these guys out. I mean, look at what Chewbacca did in the detention center or whatever. I mean, as soon as they walked in, just like one by one, they could have.
Well, at least the stormtrooper outfits are, I think, though.
Well, yeah, because they had them. I mean, they had them from the movie. Now, if that had been Clone War troopers, that would have been a different story because they never actually created. Little trivia tip for you, everybody. They never created a Clone Wars outfit because in the whole prequel trilogy, not one clone trooper was real.
The magic of CGI.
4 Wookiees, 2 adult males,
Wookiees?
1 adult female, and 1 male child.
The acting in this is stellar.
Yeah.
Jason.
Where is
Hey, Jason. Join the fun.
Maybe I can be of some help there, sir.
Who are you? And what are you doing in this?
Yeah, who is this guy? What's he supposed to be?
Truth of the matter is,
I heard him say he was a friend of the rebellion.
Your identification.
I said
You don't need to see his identification.
identification. It's a very important thing, identification. I never leave the shop without my identification. It's very important just in time like this.
This reminds me of something too.
Search the dwelling.
What's this snapping thing he's got?
Well, it means more if you snap your fingers. It's kind of like, look,
Out pronto.
Oh, they're gonna find the secret communicators.
did they find the bantha head? That's what I want to know.
Little other case of the identification. As a matter of fact, many of you guys want a couple of those.
See,
Chicken
now
is
this guy is acting way too nervous. I mean, he is cluing people in that there's something up.
Uh-oh.
And did they actually search
Oh.
every home in the galaxy, like Vader said?
Oh, officer, that picture you're looking at right now was taken quite a few years ago. That's one of me.
Well, they searched Chewbacca's home anyway.
Wait since then.
Well, yeah.
Hello, little cat.
Hello, little fella.
Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about.
He bit me. Ah.
Don't snap your fingers at him.
Hey, there you go. See?
25 years old, but now he loves the
There you go,
service,
Doug.
little guy.
Your identification is in order. You can go now.
Thank you very much. I just have a little more work to finish up here. And oh, by the way, While I'm finishing up here, why don't you boys take it easy, relax, put your feet up, and make yourself to home. Wookiee food isn't the greatest, but I'm sure that I can whip something up.
Oh, that's
I'll eat.
So disrespectful.
that is wrong.
He was
Yeah, hey.
making band a surprise.
And she was even watching the cooking show.
I know.
And I let you into my home too. This is how you treat me.
Exactly.
That's my sewing machine.
All right, now it's all right.
Or boombox.
Actually, they look like a figure
let me show
carrier
you how.
that they had back then.
It looks like a
Oh.
boombox or a.
I gotta turn it on, don't I? Enjoy it. Okay, here we go.
That lower helmet expected.
It is. It's like one of those play sets they had back then.
He doesn't know how it works.
This music is tripping me out too.
Kind of sounds like Mr. Rogers. A little bit.
A little. Also reminds me of some of the cues you see on Murder, She Wrote.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
boombox.
boombox. See, told you.
Is this Jefferson Starship?
You know what? It might be.
Bet you it is.
Here's the music. Here's another music video.
Oh yeah, this is Star Wars. Kind of sounds off, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Vocals don't sound quite on.
you're a little pitchy there.
That doesn't look like a microphone. I'm just saying. This, I have a bad feeling about this.
You know what? I'm going to throw it back on you, man. It was the 70s.
Even more my point.
Now it looks like a popsicle.
Like a corn dog. That's
I guess so.
radioactive.
It's like a little Mace Windu lightsaber. Oh, there we go. I always
He's all into these guys. Like, yeah.
I know. He's a fan. He just wants to buy a ticket. Let's see where they're playing.
Oh my god.
Why would somebody be carrying this around? Yeah, this is Star Wars.
You know, the musicians in the Cantina actually sound and play
Wait a
better
second.
than
Doug is clarifying this for us. That was a famous Art Carney routine for the people watching who remember the Honeymooners. Now, I admit, I haven't watched too many I remember the Honeymooners, but I did not really remember a whole lot. Like, I haven't seen enough of them.
So him fiddling with something, and
Yeah.
that was that. Okay, part of his shtick.
Is that Verdine White from Earth, Wind and Fire in the back? Or
Well, the funny thing is, I didn't know they were called Jefferson Starship at this point. They went from Jefferson Airplane to Jefferson Starship, then they became Starship. Yeah, it just doesn't look right.
he looks high too.
Yep.
Well,
Very.
the 70s, they're all high. I mean, let's face it.
Look at our cotton candy instruments. They play.
And
so
by the way,
well.
even
It's like they want to play for Prince.
Okay, here we go. I was gonna say they're not showing the guitarist when they're doing a solo. Good. That's a big pet peeve of mine, by the way. All right, this is kind of jamming. I'm kind of liking this part. They may have been doing this live, actually. Because, yeah, the vocals sound a little... doesn't sound like a studio thing.
I just want to go on record for all the people like in the 70s who said our music sucks. I want to play this back for you guys and say,
Hey,
I'm sorry. And you were saying
the music is good. The music is good. Ronaldo says the Sith Eternals probably listen to this same band on Exegol. I don't know. I think this would be classic rock on Exegol now.
They probably set up in a dark room, and then they were like, okay, we're going to do this in one take. Here we go. Play the song.
Well, you know, and for better or for worse, I will say this. I mean, at least bands were actually willing to play live then. You know, warts and all. No auto-tune, no none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
this is probably why they developed auto-tune, to be honest with you. Jesus Christ.
It's only really when they harmonized that it was sounding a little off. I can relate to that.
This is definitely
There have been a couple of gigs where, you know, I'd listen to my harmonies back and I'm like, oh, yeah, I really couldn't. I guess the monitors really weren't working. Because that's always the irritating thing, you know, is that you're trying to like listen in the monitors and of course they're never mixed right. And then you have to try to sing harmonies. You can't even hear the singer, so you just kind of guess. Where's Grace? That's a good point, Doug. She was still in the band at this point. I wonder if she left and then came back.
I knew you'd like it.
Your work here is finished. They leave now.
I guess you're right. About all I can do for now. And I hope you guys find what you're looking for.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Itchy. See you soon.
Yeah, see, it's good. You play him some Jefferson Starship and everything's cool.
Finish the search of the residence.
Oh,
I almost forgot. I want to
maybe
leave you my
not.
card in case you need any. Okay, I believe it.
Investigate the upper area. Check for any rebel material. Anything to connect this household.
Now, there might be some rebel material where Itchy was sitting.
Take the cases for your identification card. I got a good hiding. That's it.
Finish the search of this house. We have other areas to cover today.
It sounds like he's reading.
Yeah.
Take the upper area.
Yeah, even back then, stormtroopers didn't listen.
Oh, really? You just gonna toss a Wookiee that easily? I think not.
Well, it's Itchy. I mean, he's old. He was walking with a cane earlier.
What we're here
Yeah, but you still would have some weight to him, right?
Yeah, man. Things probably weigh like a ton.
I can't always control them. We are going to continue our search. Now, keep him quiet. Don't forget this ever happened.
Oh, this is like the dramatic tension of the special. This is where things kind of come down in the second act.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, now what?
You switching your targeting computer. What's wrong?
I hope he's not trying to do that in secret because that's kind of loud.
But that's why he has the headphones on.
He's watching a cartoon.
RS Revenge, Captain Kashyyyk reporting. We are awaiting the return of Captain Han Solo and his first mate Chewbacca, who are long overdue on a delicate mission.
Yeah, Casey says the kid Wookiee's teeth are giving me anxiety. I'm with you on that one. DP Dishy. Wow. Good to see you guys again. Even better to see you watching a true classic. Fair viewing, in my opinion. Absolutely.
I think might be an improvement.
We picked up something.
I'll put it back.
It's the Millennium Falcon.
They're coming out of light speed. I can't make contact.
Try a lower channel.
Falcon, do you copy? Come in, Falcon.
It's Chewie, but where's Han?
Whoa.
Hanging upside down.
Luke Skywalker animation's creepy.
Yeah.
He's on a collision course. Princess, we're in more.
Dr. Robotnik.
I was just about to say that.
You're right.
This
General.
animation's
I
even
can't understand
cheaper
what
than the
Chewbacca's doing.
special.
Uh-huh.
Whatever he's doing, there must be a reason.
It still looks better than Resistance, though.
We've lost all contact, sir.
I kind of like Resistance.
Stand by. The Falcon is near impact.
I see they drew Princess Leia as high still.
I'm going after them.
Luke, take R2 with you.
What'd he say?
You know what the animation reminds me of? You guys remember that old show, Droids? Daryl, you and I watched it once.
I think so.
Yeah.
It was that whole limited
Luke
edition.
actually in a Y-wing? Oh, this is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. That's something you don't see every day.
Right.
Looks like he's firing on us. I know, but I don't think he means to hit us. Chewie's a better shot than that. Look, he's speeding up. We're losing him. Not for long. This is Y4 to base.
DB Douchey says X-Wing was in the shot.
The Pana system.
Casey says, wow, animated Luke looks the same as makeup Luke in this movie. Yeah, it's weird. It looks like they actually drew him to sort of match the way they're looking right now.
Hang on, R2.
Which is an interesting
I'm going
choice.
to shake apart. We're approaching the water planet. We're following Han and Chewie. We lost them. Hang on, 3PO. We're going in. Are you sure this is the best way?
Yeah, they would have been dead.
Master Luke, sir, are you all right? Yes, how about R2? Our comm links are out. We can't contact the base. Where are you going, sir? To see if I can locate the Falcon by visual sighting. Maybe it's close by.
Look, nearly as bad as the Star Trek the animated series. Kind of yellow submarine-ish. Yeah, exactly.
Stand by to fire the ejection pod. And hurry, R2, or we'll be deserted soon.
I had forgotten about this part. I remember this is where Boba Fett eventually appeared, but... And there he is.
There he is.
The Fett.
Which, I think...
He looks more like the Mandalorian, actually.
Well, that's the thing. They actually modeled the Mandalorian after this a little bit, right down to the weapon.
You saved my life.
DB Douchey says, sure is lucky that the space fighter designed for space has inflatable ballast.
Maybe I can help you. I am Boba Fett. The ship you seek is nearby.
Are the Imperial troops near this planet?
They are here, friend.
Caitlin, if you like this, you'd like
How far
Star
away?
Wars Resistance. I almost forgot what the name of it was.
This is all we have, but he's welcome to it.
You are foolish to waste your kindness on this dumb creature. No longer
I like Boba's voice.
hungry for a friend. I take it you have no love of the Empire.
I know,
I
it's
don't.
kind of
Neither
ominous.
do I.
Yeah.
It will be easy to find the ship you seek. Follow me,
Do
friend.
you know who the voice was?
No, and that's an interesting thing. I don't remember who did the voice. In fact, I forgot that he even talked during this part.
Seems like a friend.
I just remembered I knew that he shot the creature or whatever, but I forgot that he talked.
Merely a term that is often misused.
You looking it
Did
up,
R2
Daryl?
say that? Well, to that effect.
You want to look it up?
Nope.
Who did the voice? Who did Boba Fett's voice in this? It reminds me a little of Tamira Morrison.
Chewie.
I mean, I know it's not him, but
What's wrong?
it looks sad.
No! Don't destroy it! Talisman. No,
Talisman?
he's a friend.
This is a little Kiss Meets Phantom of the Park.
What did he do to Luke?
I looked it up. His name is Don Franks.
Didn't do anything. R2-D2 has
What else has he
detected
done? Is he like a
contamination.
voice actor or something?
It must have come
I don't know.
It's some kind of sleeping virus.
Doug's a
that
3PO
only
just
affects
blinked.
humans. He says the only way to keep them alive is to let the blood rush to their heads.
I know this sleeping virus the Empire uses on its enemies. They have a remedy for it in the city. I could get some for you.
You know, this is actually better than
Walker
the
insists on
real
going with
special.
you.
You alone?
I almost forgot I was watching the special, honestly. I didn't get wrapped up in this whole thing.
I know. This is actually kind of cool. I mean, there's, the usual cheesy aspects, but it's cool.
Oh, as well as being an actor, he was also a musician. He composed songs and played trombone, drums, and flute.
While I get the syrup.
Talented guy.
Yeah.
Let's stay, friend.
Gotta wonder how he got this gig.
You know what he sounds like, though?
Getting out of here alive.
Cad Bane.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, which Bane? You talking about?
No, Cad Bane.
Oh, Cad Bane. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He does sound a lot like Cad
Boba
Bane.
Fett quickly located the serum for the sleeping virus. We had no idea of his real plan.
I love how everything's written in that what's that Star Wars language? There's a name for it. I always forget it.
I have made contact with the rebels and all is proceeding.
Oh, you know what else he did? He did. He was the voice of Dr. Claw in Inspector Gadget, the Inspector Gadget cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could hear that.
And
What is it now?
he was quite a few different characters in X-Men.
He sounds like he's a voice actor.
Silly game.
Ronaldo says this is actually the best part of the special. Yeah, well.
Yes, their metabolisms are slowing down. I wonder what's keeping Chewbacca. Try to find him on the view screen. Darth Vader.
But I want them alive. Now that you've gotten their trust, they may take you to their new base.
This time we'll get them all.
I see why they call you the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Oh, this is giving you a little bit of context. That says, do all Wookiees understand English and vice versa?
I have the serum. We must leave.
Supposedly, yes. We're all like silent during this.
That siren sounds like something from the Tantive 4.
Are you all right?
Like when
Well, it was actually, how was it in A New Hope?
What happened?
I don't know.
I thought it was when Darth Vader was breaking in. They had that siren going.
Oh, it could be, yeah.
Says our friend Boba found serum for the talisman virus.
Boba? You're a hero and a faithful friend. You must come back with us.
Not gonna last.
What's the matter with R2?
I'm afraid, sir, it's because you said Boba is a friend and faithful ally. Their assembly does not feed properly into R2's information bank.
What are you talking about?
We intercepted a message between Boba and Darth Vader, sir. Boba Fett is
Do you like how C-3PO's neck is just this black
Yeah, I
stem
noticed that.
from
Yeah,
his
it's
body?
like a little stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, James Earl Jones did all the Vader lines.
Boba sure fooled the rest of us.
Casey says, animated Han Solo looks like Mick Jagger.
There was something bad about Boba.
How did you
GB
know?
Dishy says, Han Solo looks like he's somewhere around Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold.
He's squinting most of the time.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get off this galactic raindrop.
Captain Kazan, Starlog entry 324-1, signing off.
Whoa,
May the
it's a little,
force be with you.
almost a little Star Trek-ish there.
Mm-hmm. Yay, cartoon.
Exactly. Oh yeah, now we're back to this.
Shouldn't they have already been done with this? I mean,
yeah, right.
Okay, they're
How
zooming
big-
out. The bantha head is coming up on the right. It's kind of hard to see, but do you see the horns?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. It's kind of
kind of hard to tell what it is. Oh, maybe it's a toy.
Oh yeah, okay, it's a toy. That makes sense.
It's a toy.
Okay, now it's a bantha head. They're so mean. Why do you even have to rip up a child's toy like that? How does that further the cause of the Empire? I still say they got enough Wookiees to kill these guys.
No kidding.
Go clean up your room.
Eh?
Okay, random Imperial guy. I'll get right on that. Yeah, DB Dishy, we said that earlier. It says, looks like he's Darth Helmet. We were talking about that. It's what they call a television budget versus a movie budget. I think. I think the Solid Gold dancers are in this too. Remember them?
Oh boy, from Gold member.
Solid Gold.
For a while.
No, I mean like the show from the 70s.
I know.
Youngins.
I know what you're talking about.
Ronaldo says, imagine if the holiday special was just the animation. Maybe it would not be love, but it would be better. Yeah, that's what we were thinking too. It's like they could have just done that, right? Just expanded the story. But then we wouldn't have this.
A chinchilla fur.
PB Dishy says, name brand versus store brand. There's an awful lot of this show that doesn't have hardly any dialogue.
Right.
Other than Wookiee sounds. What's he looking for?
Who knows?
Nobody wants to guess?
This product was packed under strict quality control on the system of Morphia.
Casey
And
says,
this
rip
instruction
Bantha
cassette
plushie.
provided by the
No, I kind of like the Bantha plushie. That would have been a cool toy, actually.
Consumers everywhere to meet an Amorphian being. The motor abilities.
This is what I was talking about.
Oh, that's the present that that Lumpy got, and this must be the product demonstration, like how to use the user guide. It plugs the user guide into the TV.
YouTube video.
That's what I was about to say. This is like the very first YouTube
Thank
video.
you for selecting our brand of mini transmitter. If you assemble it properly,
DB Dishy says,
following
yes, the tech
instructions I'm
support
about to
section of
give
the
you,
special.
So this thing that he got is like a ham radio. It's a transmitter. What the heck was that?
Yeah,
That was
Basically,
weird.
that's going to be the thing. He's basically going to kind of like lose power.
Let's get started, shall we?
He's supposed to be like a droid, but it's kind of like he doesn't
Oh.
work. And he's demonstrating this piece of gear.
First, find the sealed package containing all the tools you'll need.
And that's what we get. We get probably like 10 minutes of this instruction.
Tutorial.
And I mean, it's kind of funny for a little bit, but as usual, they're going to drag it on to where it's just
Try
like,
not to
okay,
rip it open,
what's the point?
because it makes a very handy storage case for your tools.
It's a Ziploc bag, dude. Handy
That's
storage
high-tech,
case.
man. Oh, Doug, you're right. Pre-max headroom.
This is the first thing you'll need.
Max headroom.
Please be careful not to hurt yourself on the sharp edges. Ow.
Ouch.
Oh my
Oh, come on. You knew that was coming.
Kill me now.
Da-doom-ch. You know what? I got that sound effect in here somewhere, but I don't know if I'd hit the right button.
He's using it on himself.
Now, find the circuit breaker module. And by the way, let's start calling these components by their proper names.
This is totally me when I'm watching a
Circuit
YouTube video sometimes. Except usually it's a 12-year-old demonstrating it.
Right. Here's how you.
Oh, okay.
It's like.
Remember.
This is where we're gonna lose. Daryl, is your internet gonna suddenly die?
A rainbow.
Like I'm taking myself out of this stream.
This guy is no Michael Winslow.
DB Dishy says, don't forget, someone thought this was a good idea. Maybe even more than one.
It's like Toy Man from like.
Watch me closely.
Watch him closely.
And we'll assemble our mini transmitters together. Let us work slowly or methodically, because this is a job we're doing well. Well, I see time is running out, so we better turn our attention to the assembly of the impulse-to-voice translator. The impulse-to-voice translator.
Yes, we
part
should.
of the MIDI transmitter, which converts
Of course.
electronic energy, which you provide, into any of 1,000 recognizable.
So here's what I don't understand. So Lumpy's a Wookiee, and Wookiees seem to be mechanically inclined, right? So
Yeah, generally. But he's young, though. So maybe he's still learning.
Maybe.
Neurocranial synapse is absolutely essential.
But you're right. I mean, you would think
He could put it
that
together himself.
even at his level, he should be able to figure this out.
Right.
All right. That was a cliffhanger.
Commercial break. And then we're back.
They're getting a lot of mileage out of this painting.
Yeah.
It's a good old establishing shot.
Like we've forgotten where we were.
Right.
I mean, they've never moved locations. Why do they have to keep
We were only on this whole scene for like 20
right?
minutes.
Exactly. It's like we know, we get it.
What are those guys still doing there?
I thought they all left.
I know. They must want to hang around for the stuffed bantha surprise.
I think they actually are in Life Day.
Brought to viewers everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted.
Doug says, I suppose if anyone has seen Blazing Saddles, they may recognize Harvey Korman and the Carol Burnett Show.
Is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further comment as to its lack.
DB Dishy says, can I hurl myself off that cliff we got left hanging on? Save me the pain of watching the rest. That's why we're here, man. Hey, it's the Cantina band.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I was talking about. And this is probably why I got confused when I was a kid. It's going to be a scene where a dude pours a drink in his head. Oh, this is a Arthur scene. She plays the bartender, if I remember correctly.
That almost looked like Q from
yeah,
or one of the Trade Federation like New Gunray and all that.
where you really actually appreciate A New Hope. Like, this is what it could have been.
Well, I am certainly not going to get rich with customers like you. I thought I wanted you to drink faster than that.
Here we go.
Well, at least you're steady. Oh, come on now, drink up. There's plenty more where that came from.
Or maybe it's that dude actually that pours a drink in his head.
What'll it be? Hello, Acme. Okay.
Oh, this is bizarre, too.
Now we'll do it. What'll it be?
Can we talk?
Yeah, he got the little circle in his head. So
yeah.
You're not ordering. I'm not pouring. We are not drinking. We are talking. I'm moving this to make room for a drink so that next time I say, what'll it be? And you tell me.
Yes, everybody, another random scene here in the holiday special.
the whole thing is random.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's comprised of a bunch of random themes.
And she's got the 70s picture of lemonade.
I'll be right back.
All right, here we go. He's gonna pour it in his head. Wait for it.
Creepy. Little snail man.
Here we go. Down the hatch.
Sounds like it's a toilet.
Well, as long as you don't hear any flushing sounds, I guess you're all right.
Do you think he was using a mirror to help him pour that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all gone. Look, there's a flower on top of it.
I see there is. Do you want another drink?
DB says variety shows were big in the 70s. So is cocaine, coincidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. That's what this is, but it's just so bizarre. I mean, look, I grew up in the 70s. Even for a variety show, this is really bizarre.
Yeah.
Doug says, starring Harvey Korman, Art Carney, Harvey Korman, B. Arthur, Harvey Korman, and Harvey Korman. Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, the most paid actor on this particular show.
I knew that at the time.
I'm surprised they don't have him playing like a million different. I mean, they do, but
Oh, what did I say?
oh, she's got a little ponytail thing going.
I know she looks kind of hot.
Yeah,
No, what did it mean?
this is around the time
B.
they
Arthur
were doing
can
that
look, I
series
guess, right?
Mod. Does anybody remember the series Mod?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. A man can live as long as
I actually
can,
used to
through
love the
all
theme song
ups
to
and
Mod.
downs, and just when he thinks it's all over, someone cares for him again. I wasn't looking for
I'm
that.
waiting for Sophia to come.
Maybe that's
I'm waiting for Sophia to pop up. Like, picture it. Sicily.
I wasn't begging, whining, groveling, sniveling.
Back in Sainola.
Right. Uh-oh.
Oh, what the heck?
Fight that hard for B. Arthur, though.
Listen, Krell, you're kind and sweet and
This is
terrible.
just reminding me of the scene from Airheads, where one of the demands that they make is pictures of B. Arthur naked.
I just have one I did.
Cantina, don't do this to me.
Yeah, please, look, I have
This is where the Me Too movement started.
finish you.
DB Douchey says B. Arthur was a snack back in the 1820s.
You stay just as long as you want.
Oh, geez, look at that. She's pouring it right in his head.
And he doesn't
Nice.
choke on or anything. Yeah, just dump it all in there.
Yeah. He's definitely in over his head.
You'll change your mind. I just know you will.
I haven't got time for
Simple
anything
little
else.
words. Never to hear it again. Because I know.
Come back soon. I'll be waiting.
Talk about getting curved.
Casey says, how did this movie not ruin everybody's careers?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Wait, Adrienne Barbeau? Where was she? I didn't notice her. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, can we make that stop? Thank
Due
you.
to increased activity among subversive forces.
Subversive.
Placing a curfew on the entire Tatooine system.
You're the
effective
subversive forces.
All inhabitants will return to their homes at once. This order will
Oh,
be in
yeah,
effect
Maud, right.
until further notice.
I forgot she was in that. It's been a minute since I've seen that show.
So it must have been Wooer's night off, huh?
Okay, Barbara, take a break. I don't know how long. Maybe forever. Closing me down again.
Just kind of reminding me of some of my gigs.
Please, I have enough aggravation. All right, one more round before you leave, and this one's on me. Torque.
Yeah, DB Douchey says, definitely totally Grand Moff Tarkin. Just don't stare too long. Yeah, we were pointing that out earlier, too. It's like, because in canon, he's dead. I'm surprised they didn't just try to get Peter Cushing anyway.
I guess the wall screen said it all. We're closed. Gentlemen, I guess you didn't hear what I said. The Empire has closed us down. Now, I know this sort of thing happens all the time. I'm sure it's just temporary, but fellas, the party is over. Dare you? You stop that. Stop, Torque. It's over.
Stop, Torque.
I'll reason.
Nobody's paying any attention to her. They don't care.
I don't know if anybody was paying attention to this show at any point.
Ludlow, you of all creatures, please do me a favor and leave.
Ludlow? Ludlow?
Ludlow, you're heartless. Thorpe, after all I've done for you.
Thorpe actor. You gotta wonder if she had these names written down somewhere.
Oh, listen, do you remember the time that...
Do you remember
I don't
the
believe
time?
we met. We're closed! I said we're closed.
Oh,
that's a demon-looking dude.
Closed.
Yeah.
The Empire just imposed a curfew on this planet.
I think one of
Everybody has
those
to
was
leave
in The
right
Mandalorian recently. Oh, maybe.
Is he a Deveronian?
now. I don't want any more trouble.
Yeah, that's it.
Take care of the door.
Yeah.
All right.
They want drinks. Empire's not going to close them down.
No, we're not going to take it.
I can take a hint.
We
We'll have
will.
one more round. This one's on the house.
Wow, he's giving away a lot of drinks, man.
And you getting closed down, you might as well.
Then we got the slowed down version of Cantina Band.
You're right.
The chopped and screwed
Kind of
version.
like the sort of more grooving version of the song. DB Douchey says, anybody feeling the holiday spirit yet? Merry Christmas, y'all. Yeah, man, that's why we're doing this. I know that
no, here
a
she
weird way
goes.
of expressing.
I need some holiday spirits. Dave, what do you got in that cup, man?
Don't get too excited. It's sparkling water.
Water.
Oh.
The nights get shorter, it seems.
Oh, it's a musical number.
Man, this reminds me of like Sesame Street, man, when just the random character would start singing.
Yeah, but at least Sesame Street's educational.
So it's good night, friend.
This will make your mind into mush. Watch it too much.
This is the dope. Like Sesame Street is almost like Nightmare on Elm Street.
They took the Cantina song and they made like this whole lyrical thing. Right now, John Williams is probably just like,
Is that like all these little characters look like they're off The Masked Singer?
It's like some sort of rodent.
Yeah,
that's like an ROUF.
If you actually saw that in real life, you'd be freaking out.
I would shoot it.
Exactly.
That's like the rodents of unusual size from Princess Bride.
DB Dushy says this is educational. It's teaching us to leave the bar before we get too plastered.
Start talking to random characters and singing and
I know, is this like some sort of bizarre version of a German drinking song? They start like doing the whole hoisting the steins. Oh yeah. See, this is what when Han Solo left, this is what happened. This is what they do. They break into musical numbers.
Wait, is that Walrus Man?
It kind of looks like him.
He's not missing an arm.
Yeah, I know. That's
his cousin.
That would be hilarious if they just had like.
That's Greedo.
No, it's Ludlow.
Ludlow.
He's a Rhodian, but he has
Michael Myers.
The name of Ludlow.
Oh, that's Michael Myers right there.
Or what's the dude from the Next Generation? Mr. Hom.
Oh yes.
I know. I actually said it's okay. We could bring up Star Trek. This is just a holiday special. DB Ditchy says his Greedo's a strange cousin. He's a tax lawyer. That's right. It's Ludlow, whatever.
Ludlow Tax Services.
I get my taxes done by him.
He's definitely got the green.
You definitely wouldn't want your taxes by a dude named Greedo.
No.
Oh, look at that. She's smart. She started a conga line right out the door.
So is this kind of like her way of like tricking everybody to leave?
Yep. It's like the Pied Piper.
Good. All of those losers are gone.
Uh-oh. Cantina After Dark now.
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm here, friend.
That's Mr. Home.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about. I thought that's who you were talking about.
No, it's this other guy they picked up.
Now it's good night, friend.
This is a very interesting cantina.
Good night, friend.
No.
Right now, Whitmer's watching this going, I want to know where this is. We need to send somebody there right away.
That's why we need a Space Force.
Right, a Space Force is going to protect us from this kind of thing.
Exactly.
Oh, that dude's still there.
He's still there with his flower.
Oh.
Take it.
And they've been sitting here watching this the whole time.
Sorry,
Like,
there's got to be hotter women in the galaxy than... I mean,
Beyonce.
why? Well, then again, he is a dude that pours drinks in his head.
Whoa.
Return to base. Return to base. Return to base.
DP Dushy says, plot twist. She used the singing to cover the fact she was using Sith manipulation to force everyone to leave against their will. Darth B is a powerful Sith. Oh, if only it were that interesting.
Yeah, right.
Household, and I want you to be here when he returns. It's possible he's one of the rebels we're looking for.
They must be really certain they're at the right house. Because they've checked no other homes that we know of, anyway. Ronaldo says, I wonder if Alec Guinness was asked if he wanted to appear in this.
Oh my god! You know this.
Well, but remember, he would have had to be a Force ghost, and I don't know if they. But there's no way in the world that Alec Guinness would have agreed to appear in this.
Yeah, the moment he saw this script, he's like,
"Oh
nope.
yeah." And you got to wonder what the written script looks like.
Dude, just take this one stormtrooper out.
Looks like he's going to take a leak.
It's like 3 of them.
That's what I'm saying.
2.5. Like they could just take this one trooper out.
Well, you know what it is? They know if they do that, they're going to bring attention to themselves.
Oh, he just built that.
This is so wrong.
About to commit suicide. Oh, Chewie's got her.
Okay, who choreographed this?
Yeah, right.
What? Oh, the Wilhelm scream.
There you go.
Any more inside? Sweetheart, that's okay.
Really, hon?
Oh, this is awesome.
Here's your daddy.
He had a hard time picking Lumpy up.
Okay, everybody. He's gone. How are you?
Oh, you got to give it to him. See, he deserved an Emmy for this.
Saved my tail more than a couple times. Well, I'd love to, but I can't. I got to get back to the Falcon before somebody stumbles across it.
I missed my chance to get a PS5 for this, by the way. Walmart had them back in stock at like 9.
Oh, no.
Probably from 9 to 9:01, but still.
Be careful. A lot of troopers in the area. Chewie?
Well, duh. A lot of troopers in the area. They were there for hours.
Doug actually said the Wilhelm. Yeah, the Wilhelm. Casey said, I thought I finally had enough to drink for this movie until I saw the kids' teeth again. They are the thing of nightmares. And I think they actually...
Oh, here with the I know.
Did he do the I know?
Yep.
Oh.
Be careful.
Oh, it looked like he put his hand around his neck.
We're looking for him. Take care.
And we get another half hour of Wookiee speak. And a station ID. It would have been cool if they had the actual commercials in here, though.
Now tilt your head and look lovingly.
This is just... I mean, if you cut out all the scenes where they're just speaking Sri Wook or whatever, it would have been like
a little creepy
20-minute thing.
Like, what's going on here?
Itchy's getting a little excited.
Is that the mom? Or I hope so.
Yeah, his wife, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Which, like I said, they canonized in Solo, remember? Oh, something's about to happen.
Uh-oh. Somebody's here.
You got that bowcaster. You know what that thing can do.
Ah, don't shoot.
You sure know how to make a guy feel welcome. You're home, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
Man.
If you're looking for what you're looking for, forget him. We won't be bothered by him again.
Uh-oh.
This is a general alert. Calling Officer B4711. Officer B4711. We are unable to reach you on your comm link. Is there a problem? You are instructed to turn on your comm link immediately.
They better find it.
Yeah, right. That guy had
right now. They're all
really,
like, anybody know where it is?
Yep, it's over that braille.
That guy had a really tall collar for the Imperial uniform. Man, must have a really long neck. Look at how tall that collar is.
Is this a report about the missing trooper?
It is, sir. Trooper B4711 was here.
Can they tell he's not an Imperial?
As soon as they had gone, he packed a lot of food from this house and he robbed me blind. Then he took off for the hills.
Very well, we'll send out a search party.
Thank you.
Okay, that went well.
Let's just cover this up.
Identification.
Done and done.
Helps you maintain contact with the Empire at times like this.
That's crazy.
Itchy. Chewy. Nala. This day is for you. Have a wonderful celebration. And may the force be with you.
And of course, they have to throw that in there. Doug's a slight weapons malfunction. Everything's fine here. And what's funny is they just buy it too. Like, all right, well, if you guys say everything's cool, then it must be true. They only suspected this household to have like a bunch of Imperials overrun it.
Oh, what do they got there? Just their Life Day snow globe?
Yeah, I'm just wondering when they... Because if I remember correctly, like the Wookiees are on like these red robes, and it starts to get like kind of a little bit of end of Temple of Doom kind of thing going. DB Dishy says, just in case you forgot, this was a Star Wars special. Doug says, is Itchy a Wookiee name? Do they know what it means in English? It must be short for something. Kind of like Chewbacca is Chewie.
Well, Chewie is short for Chewbacca.
Ichbaka. Ichikata. Oh, wait, are we in the snow globe again? Here we go.
Oh, it's magical. They all appeared in their red robes.
Remember what?
Let's march like druids.
I was about to say, yeah, they're like druids, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It gets a little different.
These are not just Wookiees, though, are they? Looks like there's some different aliens there.
Well, yeah, because everybody participated in Life Day or something. Like it was some big thing.
They're going into the great beyond during Life Day?
I don't know. It's
don't walk into the light.
It's really bizarre. Yeah, see, now they're all just...
This is where they should have gave Chewie his medal.
Right.
Right. Right. If you're going to do it on Life Day. No, they're...
Wow.
It's like angry bees.
I was going to say, is that Wookiee singing?
Happy Life Day, everyone.
Of course, happy Life Day.
Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna.
I am practicing my mantra.
Yes.
Well, Itchy was earlier.
I know, right?
It is indeed true that at times like this, Artu and I wish that we were more than just mechanical beings. And we're really
Yeah, I guess
alive,
Life Day is kind of
so that we
lost
could
on you
share
guys.
Your feelings
Yeah.
Chewbacca! Chewbacca, we were so relieved to hear you were all right.
Kind of freaked me out, actually.
All of you are an important part of my life, pal. I'm glad I could be here.
He almost sounded sincere.
This holiday is yours. But we all share with you the hope that this day brings us closer to freedom and to harmony and to peace. No matter how different we appear.
Hey, Gretchen Whitmer kind of reminds me of Princess Leia a little bit.
I hope that this day will always be a day of joy in which we can reconfirm our dedication
kinda
and
see
our
it.
courage And more than anything,
What do you mean, braless and coked up?
our love for one another. That's the promise of the tree of life.
I think they forgot one of the guys who tried to
Here we go. Here we go. And apparently, this is part of her deal. She wasn't going to do this unless she was allowed to sing.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
man. Come on.
We all can share
Everybody.
together joy of
I do remember being kind of weirded out when I saw this as a kid. Like, whoa, Princess Leia is singing? Oh, they're incorporating it a little bit into Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
It's reminding me of that Bill Murray thing on Saturday Night Live.
Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
More cowbell.
That's right. Princess Leia's solo album will be out.
On all platforms.
Exactly. Streaming
Apple
live.
Music, Spotify.
Or on one of those weird boombox things from earlier.
Right.
Jefferson Starship was.
Well, like Josie and the Pussycats or whoever that was earlier.
Oh, they're gonna do the whole like metal music too.
Uh-huh.
No, I think the guy that posted this video was saying that the audio cuts out a little bit because this is copyrighted.
Oh, okay.
Like, I guess they don't really care about any of the other stuff.
Right.
At least it's still kind of there. They didn't fully mute it.
So they got to recycle footage to bring you back and recap. There's the chess game.
Yeah, now that's random. Is this supposed to be like kind of their like reminding you where everything came from? Hey, Alec Guinness isn't this technically. DP Dishy says, as well as formerly being Princess of Alderaan, she's General of the Rebel Alliance and an up-and-coming SoundCloud rapper. Wow, yeah, they really are ducking out the audio on this thing. Yeah, rub in the fact that he didn't get a medal, why don't you?
Right.
And Chewie only has one eye in this, apparently.
Apparently. Oh, and there's more.
Wow. I thought that was the end.
No, it never ends.
Oh, man.
We're going to be here until this is like a telethon.
I think it looks like a gremlin.
Oh, it totally does. The Mogwai.
With the new batch.
So did they imagine all this or what? Or did they teleport with this weird snow globe? See, that's the part I was always a little fuzzy on with this. I mean, not to,
No pun intended.
nitpicking this thing is probably not the wisest thing to do, but still. So somber.
Now we all pray to the Wookiee god. That's our food.
Right? This is supposed to be like, I thought this was happy. This melody reminds me of something, though.
Star Wars theme.
Wow. And DB Dishy says, all it costed was everything and $4 billion Disney dollars.
Oh my God.
Whew. We made it, guys.
Barely.
I mean, you have to admit, that was kind of fun.
It was fun talking about it, yes.
Yeah, fun talking about it. Not I can't. I wouldn't be able to watch that by myself. Just like
so, you guys, you don't think that you could watch this just like?
Oh no,
no.
They say it pays to advertise, but Marcy, Lisa, and
Well, okay, but so to wrap all this stuff up, so okay, we couldn't actually watch this thing for like just by ourselves or whatever in a room or something. But what are your like your final thoughts on this thing? Dave, we'll start with you. And then we also got to get to the people that are chatting with us too. Doug says, wow, just wow. DP Dishy says, cult classic of bad movies.
Yeah.
Casey says, I couldn't have watched that on my own. Ronaldo says, this is part of our Jedi trial. Look, I don't know if anything better than this.
That's the best one to me right there.
DP Dishy said, there's other bad Star Wars movies from this era too, about the Ewoks. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also says, there's not enough bleach on the planet to scrub away this film. True story that George Lucas actually did try to, and I don't know if he was successful or not, but he tried to like buy up all the masters and destroy them.
Oh, wow.
Then there was an interview that Harrison Ford did on Conan O'Brien. Like, I don't remember when it was like maybe a year ago or something. And he's like, yeah, I got to bring this up. He's like, so back then, you know, you did this Star Wars holiday special. And he was just like,
no, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't mention
it. Didn't happen.
I mean, that was so funny, man. But I mean, yeah, that's true. As far as like other bad Star Wars stuff, there was the Ewoks movies, which were legendarily bad. And then DB Dishy gives us the quote. George Lucas said, if I had the time and a hammer, I'd smash every copy. So here's the thing. Here's a question. And you guys in the chat can answer this too. Why do you think that George even greenlit this? And he had to know this thing was bad.
There had to have been a money factor to it. Like this is what needed to go on at this time or something. I don't know. But like, you know, hey, everything is putting out a holiday special that can be shown around the holiday time. So he might have been thinking about, hey, once this is replayed, I'll get some royalty money out of it. And then it just ended up being a disaster. So
that's true, because he did not have anything to do with the production as far as I remember. It was basically like, who originally aired this thing? Like ABC or something?
CBS.
Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was. But Casey Butler says money.
Right.
I mean, and that's it. You know, it's one of those things where, yeah, they were offered to do it, and George said, okay, yeah, whatever. And then they ended up getting some of the actors from it. But it was so crazy. But I had remembered, I know what I was remembering something else where there was another thing in the 70s, which we should actually do a reaction video to at some point. It was another Star Wars thing. It was kind of like a Solid Gold TV special or something. And it was like this weird kind of musical thing. So that was really, really bizarre. Ronaldo said Harrison's Ford's face was priceless during the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, and I mean, it had to be a contractual obligation. There's just like no way in the world that this thing, you know, nobody would have been excited to do this.
Right.
You know, they wheeled in poor Carrie to do it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to sing a song. But the thing that's weird is it's like, why did she even do that? It wasn't like she was trying to make an album or anything like that. I don't know. Really strange.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Kaz. What's your
Yeah, I couldn't have gotten through this without you guys, basically. and doing what
it's a
we
support
did.
group.
Yeah, exactly. Just being able to.
That's so hilarious, man. He's all like, yeah, I couldn't have done it without you guys, man. You were there for me during a time of need, and I'm really thankful that, you know, I had my brothers with me to watch this thing.
Yeah. You know, I'm glad we got through it. I'm glad we got through it.
We did, because actually, okay, now this is something that I was trying to do toward the beginning of this thing, but Dave, you couldn't get more than 30. You were trying to watch it last year, and you couldn't even get more than like 30 minutes in.
Right, exactly. Because I was just like, I don't know what I'm watching right now. This is so out there. And I just said, I can't do it anymore. I thought maybe I'd try again later. So
that's a resounding. It's like, well, maybe I'll just try again later. All right, Daryl, what about you?
Oh man. This is by far like one of the.
Man. This is your shot. You can. This is the time where you can actually go off on a tangent. You can do whatever you want, man. It's cool. It's totally fine.
More tangents than were in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Right. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is by far the dumbest thing I've ever seen created. I think it was really probably like, George Lucas is always doing stuff for kids, and I figured he's like, okay, maybe I'll just allow people to kind of do it, have their fun with it, because Star Wars is such a huge sensation, and maybe, the idea of like a little, like, okay, we're gonna do this. Like maybe the idea of it was cool, but then like actually seeing it come together, he's just like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with this. But of course, the studios made it, and here we are. But yeah, this is this is cruel and unusual punishment. I mean, like, after doing this, I'm surprised they even got the actors to come back and do the actual rest of the movies, just because this is so terrible. I mean, if it wasn't for the success of actually A New Hope, and they're like, okay, no, guys, that was just a holiday special. This is the movies. It's fine. But yeah, I couldn't watch this like on my own, but it's fun. Now, a question I do have for you guys is, which is better, this one or the Lego one?
The Lego one by far.
Yeah.
1,000% better.
Yeah. And again, if I mean, obviously I have to do it still because this is live, but if you're watching on the rebroadcast for some weird reason, basically I'll put our episode about the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special in the comment section so you guys can check it out. Now, Dave and I were the ones that did that show. Daryl, you did not have a chance to weigh in on the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. So why don't you take the opportunity to do it now?
I thought it was cool for the most part. I thought it was funny. Of course, it hit, of course, a lot of the Star Wars, the Star Wars humor. It was really cool. I kind of probably have to watch it again because I think I was getting a little sleepy when I was watching it. But it was the whole Emperor thing was funny, especially like when he started, like, oh, well, this was your plan. Oh, okay. But no, I'm just take Kylo Ren and he's going to be my new apprentice. And
yeah.
Was just, like, that was brilliant and hilarious.
You were basically saying that it reminded us a lot of the whole Robot Chicken stuff.
It did. It definitely did. It definitely had that kind of, and honestly, I wish they would have just had Robot Chicken do it. Honestly, that would have been.
That's what we were saying too.
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have been great if they had the Robot Chicken guys do it. That would have just been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But DB Dishy says, I've seen this film. He's talking about this 78 Star Wars Holiday Special, the thing we just watched and suffered through. He says, seen it a few times now. It's like a pilgrimage of pain.
Yes, I think Jesus had a better time out the cross than this. Like this,
it was truly painful.
Yeah, man.
The Pilgrimage of Pain would make a great album title.
It would.
I'm just saying.
It would.
He also says the original is superior in my opinion. Now he's aged like a fine milk. It's got
blue milk.
It's got the certain kind of stink that sticks with you, makes an impression. The kind of stink that makes people still talk about it 40 years later.
Exactly.
Because with milk it curdles and then you can make cottage cheese out of it. So I guess
Tamira C came in and said, I'm so sorry I came in at the end. But guess what? Through the magic of YouTube, what's so cool is you can go back and relive it.
Right.
You can watch it all over again and see what we did. But we are glad that you came in on the end, though. I mean, hey, this is probably the best part because now we've just watched this thing completely bewildered and not understanding what we just saw. Because that's one of the things that's really weird about this thing was it didn't seem to have any real, like it had a very loose plot, but it wasn't very cohesive at all.
Right. The parts were just not cohesive.
No, it's just like they were throwing stuff in there. Like, well, what do we do after this? I don't know. Let's just put let's have B. Arthur sing a song in the cantina or something. Tamira says it's not the same roasting it with everyone. Yeah. You did miss some good moments, I'm going to admit.
Yeah. But now we have that as a badge of honor.
We do.
We did this. We did it together.
You know, it's very similar to when Daryl and I went and saw the marathon.
Oh, yeah.
And that was kind of a badge of honor. So, like, before Force Awakens, well, actually, when Force Awakens was released, what they did was at the local AMC here, they did, they showed episodes 1 through 7.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 22 and a half hours that we were sitting in a movie theater eating tons of popcorn and pretzels and pop. And
thank God for that Subway.
I know. We ducked out. There was the Subway right by there. So we just ducked out and actually just had a real meal. Like at, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning or so. They actually had like a 45-minute break between the trilogies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we took advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
But that was kind of a badge of honor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Doug just looked it up. Mala. Oh man, I can't pronounce this stuff. So Itchy is at here. I'm just gonna put his comment up.
I think it's probably like Thrawn's name is probably easier.
Oh yeah, because now it's So
Etchy took something. I don't know.
This is probably gonna be more entertaining than the special.
Yeah.
And yeah, lump of warum or lump of warum. Yeah.
Yeah. Mala, Itchy, and Lumpy. Thank you.
Ronaldo says, after watching this, I need to watch the next episode of Mandalorian to recover. Yes.
You got to wait until Friday.
Yeah, you got to wait until Friday. And that's probably what we're going to do. I mean, we're like live on the air, so I might as well. Hey, Daryl, do we have an outline for this Friday?
Oh, my God.
No, wait. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. Because what I was thinking is, you know how we're a few episodes behind on our Mandalorian reviews?
Mm-hmm.
What we could do is we could just do the live Mandalorian review show on Friday.
That works.
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah. See, you guys heard it here first. That's what we're going to do. We're actually going to watch The Mandalorian. Oh, I'm actually saying that like that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been getting good. Dave, did you finally see last Friday's
Especially
episode?
this episode coming up should be like the one.
Yes, it should be.
Yeah, should be.
Filoni's the one that's directing it, so it's got to be the one.
Yep.
It's got to be. But yeah, the last Friday's episode was good. I mean, we'll save it for the actual review, but it was definitely like, okay, now we're getting back into the story. Now everything's heating up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Ronaldo, I could see why you would want to watch The Mandalorian to recover. Maybe even watch Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Because
the sequel to the holiday special.
There you go.
So do you guys think that Disney will ever release the holiday special officially?
I don't think
I
so.
hope not. God, I hope not. They've already made so many missteps already. Like with the Star Wars property, like this would just be.
If I had the soundboard like pre-programmed, I could have put in the Luke Skywalker. No, that would have been great.
Yeah,
because again, I think actually that Lucas made a deal. DP Dishy says no way. Disney doesn't have the gumption to release it. They would if they thought that it was going to make some money. But I think they actually made a deal with like part of the whole, Lucas selling it to them or whatever. I think that was actually contractually there, that they're not allowed to release it.
I hope they don't alter the deal and pray they don't alter it any further.
I see what you did. Well, yeah, you know what? Part of me thinks that's why they made the Lego holiday special.
Mm-hmm. As a way around it.
Yeah,
that loophole. Like I just showed that one, but I created our own, and
they're trying to cover it up. They're trying to cover the original up and just let it die.
Yeah,
let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Yes,
very
Kylo.
Yes, very Kylo of you. Tamira says, "Yeah, I don't think that they're that desperate for money to release it. That will stay in the vault forever, as it should, or at least it's on YouTube. I mean it'll live forever on YouTube, unfortunately, because it is so bizarre. And I think that's. So here's another question. This is to everybody that's chatting with us right now, and this is also to you two guys. What do you think is the appeal? Why do people care about this? DP Dishy mentioned that, yeah, we're still talking about it because it's so bad. But why do people keep going back to this?
I think that, well, from my experience, when I first heard about it, I was like, what? What is this that you're talking about? I have no idea, because I was not of the age to actually have watched this when it came out in November of 1978, right? I was not even a year old yet. So after I first heard about it, it became like this legend type of thing. And kind of like somebody was saying, it might have been DP Dishy, but saying it's like this cult classic now. So it's so bad, and people have been talking about it forever, that it's just like you've got to witness that train wreck, So I think that's what it's about.
Daryl?
Yeah, I completely echo with Dave, man. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it's like you don't have the complete set if you haven't seen it. It's kind of that, even though it's god awful, you have to see it just so you can say I've seen every Star Wars,
right, like
production ever made, and it's like a completion thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like Dave says, like, it's a cult thing where people have talked about it only in certain circles, and you're like, well, wait, how did you guys see it? And, well, where can I find it? And then it's this anonymous thing that is really hard to find. So now it makes you even more curious about it, even though it's bad, because as everybody says, it's terrible, but you have to see it for yourself. So
oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. Though, if you really want to make somebody go watch something, tell them that it's almost impossible to find.
Yeah.
And that, it's like, oh, you got to check it out. But I mean, it's really hard to find. That's like the first thing. And I think that that's what it really comes down to, is the fact that it's such an anomaly. Because if you think about it, Star Wars has a reputation, even now. I mean, granted, the sequel trilogy has marred this a little bit, but Star Wars has always had this mystique about it, this reverence. This is like some of the best movies ever made, and all this other stuff. And then here sits the holiday special, right? It's like, it's this weird little anomaly that's just so freakishly bizarre that I think that it's almost like people have to experience. Because here's what I think happens too: people start telling people about certain scenes, and then they're just like, I gotta see this.
It's just too weird. It's too odd. It's too
odd. And then
it's out of the norm for Star Wars, and so you have to see it.
Yeah, and I think that people are kind of like, no, that can't be. They wouldn't do this. And it's really weird, because if you think about it, it comes right after A New Hope, which revolutionizes everything. And it comes right before The Empire Strikes Back, which is still arguably the best Star Wars, if not one of the best sequels ever made.
Mm-hmm.
So Fox Pixar Media says, guess you might have to watch Airplane 2, the sequel, because that is the definitive Star Wars spoof. It's also pretty heavy on Star Trek, too, because of the William Shatner appearance. But yeah, if you haven't seen Airplane 2, brilliantly done spoof on all the... There's this one scene in there where they bring Shatner's character in there, and it's like, there's this thing that's lighting up, and they're like, we don't know what it does. And Shatner's like, well, it's got to do something, or they wouldn't have put it in here. Figure it out. And that's kind of a spoof on how there's all these things on on ships and stuff, and nobody knows what some of this stuff does.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
They have to make the sound of the door so the door will open. They have to go like shh, shh, and they keep doing that to each other. I mean, it's hilarious. So if you haven't seen the movie, it is funny. It is funny. And of course, I think a lot of us would also argue that the definitive Star Wars spoof has got to be Spaceballs.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the whole thing is,
the whole thing is just priceless. And Rick Moranis just knocks it out of the park. I mean, he's so good in it. Those are a couple of things that are definitely there. Ronaldo says probably this holiday special is somewhere in the world between worlds. What would be awesome is if in one of the animated series or something like that, they had Ahsoka or somebody go into the world between worlds, and they end up in like B. Arthur's Cantina or some weird thing like that.
I thought they were actually going to do that in the Lego thing, like as a spoof. like actually in the Lego one do a scene from this actual.
See,
because she kept going into because I didn't expect her to pop up in the Mandalorian timeline. That was hilarious.
Oh right,
I didn't see that one coming. I was like, oh wow,
right. I forgot about that. No, but you know what it is? I think that they're probably like told like, yeah, you can't do it. Because I thought the same thing that you did. In fact, when I first heard that they were going to do the Lego holiday special, I thought they were going to kind of do the holiday special, but in Lego. And maybe add, maybe kind of do it in that Lego movie humor type of thing.
Make the story more cohesive, maybe.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, to be honest, and that's the thing that's really weird about it is that I really honestly thought that the story, I'm probably going to get a lot for saying it, but the story itself really wasn't terrible. I mean, okay, Life Day is a little hokey, but still, it could have been done right.
It could have been. See, I honestly think that, coming off of the success of A New Hope, that they, studio heads maybe, George Lucas, they wanted to strike while the iron's hot. And, what better way to do that than through something that can be run over and over every year, kind of like Charlie Brown Christmas, right? So that's that was, not on broadcast TV, regular network now that Apple bought it. But I think I did hear it's going to air on PBS. But from 1965 until 2019, that was on every year. And, the advertising that would go on with it, there's a lot of dollars to be made there. So, if that had really taken off, if it had been something, then, we wouldn't be talking about it like this. It would just be another one of those, hey, it's one of those shows that comes on for the kids during holiday season.
Yeah, that would have, but can you just imagine if the way it was actually caught on and they showed it like every,
yeah, the kids would be so confused.
Yeah.
Because adults are still confused.
Well, and then, okay, so there's a couple of comments here. Fox Pixar Media says, what about the poster art for Airplane 2? And that's true. The poster art was totally Star Wars spoof. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Casey says, I mean, Jar Jar Binks could have been done right, but... and yeah, I mean, and I've said that too. I mean, so you could have actually not had Jar Jar in there at all, and it would have been better. But if you were going to do his character, you could have dialed him down a bit. You could have backed him off a little bit, maybe made him a little bit more serious. Because if you notice, like as the prequels went on, that's what they did. I mean,
they took him out of it.
Well,
more.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But he did have a couple of lines, though. He did have a kind of like Carrie. All right, I'll stop.
No.
Fox Pixar Media says "Inside a Plane." Yeah, I mean, and they did that. They did that for the original too, which was pretty funny. Actually, the Airplane movies are a couple of my favorite spoof movies of all time. I mean, they can never be made today.
No, that one and Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Hot Shots.
What was the other one? I was watching some movie the other day, just going, man, there's no way in the world they can make this movie today.
National Lampoon.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say like any movie in the
like the 80s.
Yeah, in like the 80s or something. Well, Doug mentioned Blazing Saddles. That movie definitely could not be made today without,
yeah, a bunch of people picketing and
protesting and
lobbying and everything else.
Yeah, it just couldn't be done. But going back to Jar Jar, though, yeah, they didn't give him too many. I mean, obviously, George was probably like, well, you know what? Let's just not. The Jar Jar thing didn't work. Let's just. But still, he had a couple of stuff in there that I think could have worked. I mean, it was if they had handled his whole storyline a little bit better, I think it would have been cool. I think it's funny that in the Aftermath trilogy, they made him like a clown at parties or something. That was kind of his punishment because he basically handed the whole galaxy over to Palpatine. He was pretty much ostracized by his people. I mean, that's like canonized now.
Wow.
It's hilarious.
But it's true. Jar Jar was kind of the holiday special, the prequels, all wrapped into one.
Definitely.
And so maybe that Rodian in there wasn't a little Greedo. Maybe he was a little Ludlow. Think about it. It could be. All right, but what about you guys? I mean, we know what the people in the chat are thinking, probably like what we all are thinking. But you know what? If you're watching this on the rebroadcast, definitely leave your comments about, some of the questions we have. Like, what did you think about it? When's the first time you saw this? How did you hear about it? And what did you think? Has your opinion changed on it over the years? We want to hear about all of it. And then, of course, the other thing is, if you're curious on what we think of the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special that came out like a week and a half ago, I'm going to leave a link to that show in the comments section. So, be sure to check that out, because that was actually a pretty cool thing too. And Dave and I, we had a really good time talking about that.
Yep.
All right. So we will see you guys on Black Friday. So after you guys are getting your shopping done or whatever, be sure to stop by and check us out here at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time on this. All right. Well, and with that, I'm Eric Vansel.
And I'm Daryl Sanders.
And I'm Dave Cossey.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
Head to Head, a Star Wars podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at HeadToHeadSW. Submit your questions for our next show. Visit our official website at headtoheadswpodcast.com. Until next time, may the Force be with you, always.